Lordo owners, the Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah.
Woo!
Congrats, Lon.
Congrats to the Avs. Okay, listen, we were big fans of the Tampa Bay Lightning because Patty Maroon is friend of the show, came on the show. Nobody from the Avs came on the show, so fuck them. But they were a fast team, a great team. Yeah. From the beginning of the season, they're talking about this team winning the Stanley Cup, and that's for good reason. That son of a bitch right there is a defenseman and led the entire NHL in points. He was obviously the Conn Smythe playoffs MVP, Cale Makar. They have McKinnon. They have a team that was built in an interesting fashion, and they are now Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah.
Took them to 6 games. Obviously, the Lightning get a big win in Colorado on Friday night to push this thing. They lose in Tampa Bay, and the Avalanche get to ride off into the sunset with a damaged Lordo because old buddy named
Abe Kubel.
Abe Kubel can't skate. He was drunk immediately upon getting Lordo. How could you not with how beautiful that thing is? Falls into the ice. And Lordo, that was sitting here just a couple weeks ago, is now damaged for at least the next run. They will have it fixed. Greatest trophy in sports. Yeah. Honestly. Greatest trophy in sports. Now that we got to see it. I mean, the Lombo is what we're all looking for. But the Lordo is obviously a beautiful thing. Congrats to the Avalanche. And Stan Kroenke.
Yeah, Stan.
Stan Kroenke, who is a in-law to the Walmart family, I guess, has a shit ton of cash, had money beforehand. This year, Stan Kroenke, okay? I don't know how everybody else's year going. Let me tell you about Stan Kroenke's year. He hosted a Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium. The stadium that was originally supposed to cost like $2 billion ended up costing like $5 or $6 billion, and he paid for it out of his pocket, basically.
Just him.
Taking this team out of St. Louis, you can sue me. I don't care, for a couple $1 billion. We're going to LA. I'm building a stadium of the future. Looks like an absolute spaceship. Not a dome. Not a dome.
No.
I would like to have a little space in between the roof and the side. So if there's lightning, we have to delay the game. But whatever the case, host the Super Bowl in the stadium in LA. His team's in it. They win the Super Bowl. He also won the NLL title with the Colorado Mammoth.
I had no idea. Let's go Mammoth, huh?
That's the National Lacrosse League, I believe, right?
Sure, yeah. I think it's box lacrosse.
Which is indoor lacrosse. He also secured the 2026 FIFA World Cup at SoFi Stadium, which is what there's nobody in the middle of America that hosts a World Cup game other than Kansas City. Everything's in LA, New York, and on the coast, basically. Kind of bullshit, but nonetheless. And now he's won the Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. Stan Kroenke's one of those billionaires I assume a lot of people hate, but you can't help but say, hey, fucking good work this year, dude.
Good picking.
Congrats, man. Congrats on hockey coming and going this year.
Thank you, sir. It was
A lot of clapping this year. A lot of clapping has started. It's a good Monday here.
And a lot of clapping. Well-deserved. It was a great season for the NHL. One of the best they've had in probably 10, 20 years. They are actually back on the map on TV. People could see games. It was a nice change of pace for them.
Saw a couple tweets from people that said, I would have had zero interest in this game if it wasn't for Lordo making its trip to the studio. Let's hope that happens next season.
Yeah, it was a good idea, right?
I saw Mike's big ass on camera last night more than a few times. His hair was flowing. I saw him doing an absolutely...
the keeper of the cup guy.
Yeah, Mike guy right back there.
Crushing it.
Literally, I'm staring eye to eye with him right now in my head because that's where he sat, right there. Yeah, he was walking with the other guy that we didn't get. I think his name was Lance, the other guy.
Good hair
Phil.
on him, too.
Phil
Pritchard.
Phil and Mike, they looked amazing. They walked that thing in there. Lordo woke up in the town in which a game was being played. That's a special time of year. The Avalanche get to win. They were supposed to win all year, right? This is a team that everybody predicted to win this thing.
Preseason odds-on favorites, regular season odds-on favorites, and odds-on favorites going into the playoffs. From start to finish, they did what they were supposed to do.
How come Tampa didn't, soften that ice a little bit again?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's that all about?
I think they tried. It was awfully chippy, but Colorado just overcome.
Is that why old buddy tripped with Lordo?
Oh, no.
Oh, that
Could have been.
No.
Come on, guys.
Easy out for him, though.
Not the Zambone. Yeah, obviously the guy that tripped with the cup named
Nicholas Abe Kubel.
Sure.
Nicholas. I didn't hear the name Nicholas the first 2 times.
Hyphenated last name. Abe-Kubel.
Have you said Nicholas every time you've told me this?
Once.
I thought it was Abe Kubel.
Yeah, me too. I don't think you've said Nicholas yet. This is the first time you said Nicholas. The guy's name being Nick is
Maybe
much fucking
I
easier.
didn't want to slander Nick's.
Well, listen,
Nicky.
Saint Nick Moraldo, Nick Abe Kubel.
What?
Maybe it was the goddamn ice that old buddy tripped with Lordo and damaged that beautiful piece. Now, Gronkowski, who has retired, congrats to Gronk.
Gronk.
He played baseball with Lombo, indented the football, and it's still dented. Yeah. They'll fix Lordo. They probably already fixed Lordo, right?
That's a good question, actually. I wish we could talk to Mike to figure out, because they will fix it eventually, but I don't know if they're going to take it away from the players. They're not letting that thing go right now. They just won that thing. They battled all year for that thing.
I seen Nate McKinnon take a little baby sip of beer out of the Lordo.
Mm-hmm. Just a little one.
What do you mean?
There had to be others.
At Boston Connor here, I understand. Nate McKinnon, best friends with Sid, I guess.
Yeah.
Nate McKinnon said that he was the drunkest one at Sidney Crosby's Stanley Cup parties. And he's hoping that Sidney Crosby will be the drunkest one at his party. I seen him take just a little baby sip out of Lordo, and I said, Nate, that's why you didn't win the Conn Smythe, pal.
Yeah, that was tough. And I assume maybe, hopefully, his thought process was, everyone's got to take a quick sip, then everyone gets to chug a full beer out of it.
Blood of Christ.
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
So were they wiping it down like the priests were or whatever?
I don't think they wipe anything
How long was
away.
that team together for? This team's together for a while?
Oh yeah, they got to run here. A couple guys leave, but the core's intact. McCarr, McKinnon, Landeskog, they'll all be there for years.
Well, they're going to have to sign Jack Johnson back, and if they don't, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Lordo's in the building. All right?
Bingo.
You throw that thing up there, Pat. First off, that one's in much better shape than the one last night. You saw that thing get dinged up?
Oh, you're talking about Nicholas?
Yeah.
You're talking about
Abe?
when Nicholas nicked the bottom of Lord Stanley Cup? Just found out his name was Nicholas?
Abe Kubel.
It looks like a fucking chunky soup can opener. Just damaged that. We're at the grocery store, just
When you try to open it from this thing, when you're trying to spin. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. But at least it was the bottom, I guess, right? But anyways,
That little kid, hey, that little kid holding Lordo like this in the front row, this little baby Lordo, that was awesome.
Unbelievable.
Like NHL should have that photo. Yeah, he's like that. And then I think there's a zoomed out one where I think actual Lordo is in front, and I think he's wearing the same jersey as the person that's holding it. Like the NHL, if they don't get the 8K photo of that and just talk about like
that is awesome.
Forever.
hey, this is what hockey means. Yeah, it's fucking awesome, kid. Hey, good on you, child. You won the Lordo too, pal.